Good morning, it's March 6th, about 8:45. Stop it, Leslie, stop it. Okay, so we're in the Smoky Mountains. Check this out, we're at the Big Creek Campground Trailhead. We're gonna go out on Big Creek Trail, heading up to, what's the next trail? The next trail is the next trail. I know we're gonna go up to the AT. Balsam Mountain Trail, I knew it, you knew it too. Yeah, so you can see, let's see who we got here. Here's Leslie, yay, there's Leslie, she's beautiful. And there's Marco, he's making him some coffee. And we're wondering why he's making him coffee, because he had like 15 minutes to make coffee 15 minutes ago, and he walked around, and kind of now it's taking us longer to do things.
Everybody's ready but Marco.
Yes, everybody's ready but Marco, see? Well, we're probably about 10 minutes from leaving. We've already found out some pretty interesting stuff. Turns out one of the trails we were going to take is closed. We do have some reroutes. Right, so here's our first real obstacle. It's a landslide. That's right, landslide. Now we found out that's why that other trail is closed. I'm just going to go right on around it. Here we go. It doesn't look very old. Probably some people would tell you it wasn't very stable, but it seems alright. It's 10:28 a.m. We're on the Big Creek Trail. As you can hear, Big Creek in the background, maybe. Probably about a 2% grade, if it's that. The weather's really cooperating. It's got to be close to, I'd say it feels like it's above 50. So we're lucky with that. Marco's up ahead of me. And Leslie, she's back there taking pictures. We won't get too far ahead of her. 'Midnight Hole Fall. Well, here's something we didn't expect to see out here. The freaking steel bridge on the trail. Well, we're about 6.5 miles in. It's about 1:15. The weather's really nice. It's got to be pushing 60. We're on the Swallow Fork Trail now, heading towards the, well, some ridge trail. I have to get back with you on that. Uh, 2 o'clock. We've been climbing steadily since lunch, probably about 2 miles anyway. We're still on the Swallow Fork Trail. We're going right up a holler. I think it's McCormick Ridge Trail. That's what we're gonna join in with here later. About a 2% grade now, so we're slowing down a little bit. Weather's still holding out real nice. Plenty of water. Good thing about the Smokies, there's always lots of water. I'm feeling real good. Marco says he's feeling the lack of sleep. We got in here at 2:30 last night. I'm sure he was up by 6:30 too. We're still climbing, so we're hoping that we have 2,000 feet to freaking go. 2:46 p.m. We are still in the Swallow Fork Trail, and we're still climbing. There we go. Hi. It's getting a lot colder. We've made some serious elevation gains here in the last half mile. It switched back very well. That's a good thing. Finally made it. Mount Sterling Ridge Trail. So 5,179 feet. Windy. Pretty neat looking though. I'm sure you can hear the wind. That was a big climb. It really was. I think we probably climbed for 3 hours. It's cold up here. No doubt about that. We've got to go that way. Boston Mountain Trail. The idea is though that we get to camp pretty soon. Hopefully find some water, but the sand looks pretty dry up here. Here we are. Me and Leslie are going downhill to get water because there's no water at 5,179 feet on Pretty Hollow Gap.
Marco went
even though
into the Smoky
it looked
Mountains
like there were streams up here, there aren't.
Flute.
So we're hoping that there's a stream
And he
down
sat
here.
around a fire on a very windy mountaintop.
Yeah, see, she says so in the map. That's just great.
Flute.
Bottom line is we don't have enough water.
Old iron nut.
We found the water.
He who walks with
We had to go like down a 250-foot incline, about 75 degrees to get it. And then we also walked easily a mile and a half out of camp downhill. Now we're carrying, well, I'm carrying 3.5 liters of water uphill back to camp. So, I guess we should have done a better job making sure there was water up there.
Marco went forth into the Smoky Mountains on a spirit quest with his spirit flute. And he sat around a fire on a very windy mountaintop and played his spirit flute.
They call me Old Iron Nuts.
Old iron nut. He who walks with rusted balls.
Good morning, 7 a.m. March 8th, Thursday. We're at 5,179 feet and the wind blew all night long. It's just now letting off and it looks like rain. By God, it does. So here's a nice new development. I got up this morning and I tried to get my, my little canister stove to work, and the damn thing wouldn't work. It's not a problem of the fuel being too cold, it's a problem of the threads being bad in the canister. I couldn't get it tightened up enough. This is Marco, and he's having a negotiation with his crystal-like drink bench pouch. Can't seem to get it open. So, see? There's a Marco mess for you. Alright. All that goes in that little bitty pack. Yeah, just a light hose. Thank you. 9:17. Me and Leslie are on the trail now. We're getting out of camp nice and early. Lots of pine trees here, as you can probably see over my back. Marco's still back in camp. We're on the Mount Sterling Trail, heading towards the Laurel Gap Shelter. Supposed to be about 3.9 miles. Hopefully we'll get some water there. It's like 12:45. We're on the Sterling Mountain Ridge Trail heading towards the Appalachian Trail. We're probably about at 6,000 feet. We've been climbing pretty steady now for, at least 45 minutes. I think we're going to probably get up above 6,000. We'll know for sure. Marco, he's up ahead of me. Leslie's not too far behind. Wind continues to be an issue in some places. It's pretty warm though, you know, mid-40s. Patches of snow everywhere. Pretty cool, huh? All right. It's 2:20 p.m. So now we're on the Balsam Mountain Trail, heading up to the AT. Flat, but you know, certainly can't see anything. A lot of vegetation here. The wind has kind of died off here mysteriously. Still kind of chilly. If you don't keep moving, it gets kind of cold. Haven't seen Marco for about 2 hours. I'm sure he's okay. He's up ahead of us. Leslie's back about 10 minutes behind me. It's looks like it's close to 3 o'clock. I believe I'm coming up on the Appalachian Trail now, which should have put us up here a ways. Maybe not though. We'll see. I'll take a look at the sign. Leslie's about 15 minutes behind me. This is it. Yep, we are here. And as she pointed out, we're here really kind of early. So we're supposed to go to the Tri-Corner Knob Shelter
So there it is, that way. So here we go. We're at the Tri-Corner Knob shelter. Check it out, right there it is. Big stone thing with a tin roof, what do you know? Looks like they got some bear boxes over there with the latrine. That's a nice touch. We come around here. Oh look, they got a spring piped and everything. That's pretty cool. And there's Attila. We haven't seen him for 2 hours. Somebody left a shovel for us. That's awful sweet of him. And here, let's see, we'll take a look at this. And there's Groundhog. Hi, Groundhog. This goes on like a video diary type thing. So, cool. All right. Different view of the Tri-Corner Knob shelter. Check it out. These are the bear poles. These are things that people hang their food up on at night to keep the bears away. Isn't that nice? The National Park Service puts them on there. So, you say you want to see the inside of an A2 shelter? Well, here you go. Take a look. Skylights, sleeping benches, all kinds of stuff here. Warning about not attracting bears and eating human feces or something like that. You just never know about what somebody's going to do. Notice they got a big plastic sheet here. That's wonderful. Yeah. I don't know what goes up there. Looks like something would go up there. Notice they got these strings hanging down here. This is to hang stuff from. That's right. That's what the strings are for. God help you if you're the one that has to sleep down here in the low rent district. .422. We're on the Appalachian Trail, climbing up to something called, I believe, Hutemeyer. Anyway, we're only like a mile and a half past that Tri-Corner Knob shelter. Pretty steep trail. Not terribly bad. Alright, I'm heading into the fog now. I'm still descending. I bet I've lost 1,000 foot in better elevation in the last hour and a half. Marco and Leslie are someplace behind me. Can't imagine they're that far behind me. So the trail continues to be kind of rocky, but it's not bad. Temperature's actually warming up, which I was hoping for. Later on, I may get down here and see if I can't do a little drying out of some stuff. Sun's still trying to come out. Feeling pretty good despite the fact that I slept like crap last night. Man, my earplugs just not big enough for me anymore. I guess they shrink or something. That rain kind of made it sound like I was sleeping underneath a snare drum. So I probably only got 4 or 5 hours at best. But that's okay. I'll make up for it tonight. .11 Here I am at the Camel Gap Trail intersection with the Appalachian Trail. I'm waiting on Attila and Leslie to come marching along. In the meantime, I thought I'd finish my breakfast because it was just so cold and nasty in camp this morning. So I'm having Quaker grits, but check this out. I'm eating them like this. That kind of tastes like crackers. Really, it's very good this way. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe even pretzel-y. kind of surprises me. Just goes to show you what you can really come to appreciate when you're running out of it. Well, it's about 11:45 and we're coming down Camel Gap Trail off the AT back down to the Big Creek Trail. The idea is to kind of like make camp down there in Big Creek and then maybe do something else. We're going to kind of dry out, like I said, get a hot lunch, stuff like that. Real pretty in here. Take a look. Big mountains. There was a lot of fog earlier. Okay, we're coming up on Big Creek again. And here it is. And boy, it is really moving. Considering all the water we had last night, it's not a big surprise. Take a look. Very nice looking. All right, still on the Big Creek Trail again. Heading out. Feels really nice. Probably about, I don't know, feels like it's getting above 50 now. I've gone to shirt sleeves for the first time since we started this trip. So, feel pretty good about that. I'm starving. Can't wait to get to a real restaurant and pig out. I don't know how far Marco is behind us, but our plans is when I get to the car, of course, is to see if I can't get my tent out and get it sort of dried out a little bit. But I should be, I don't know, about a couple miles. Here comes somebody that's running the trail. It's always neat to see somebody do that. Almost done. I've got the totals down. If I had a bit, my mileage total would have been 38. Marco's going to be right around 37. And Leslie, because she went a little bit farther than all of us, has probably got about 39 in. The weather's really turned great again. It's like beautiful. And of course we have to leave when it's good. That's about the way it always works. It was a pretty decent trip. We did have a lot of equipment failures. Once I broke this camera and it won't stay running or read the memory card. I had to duct tape it. Marco broke his pole. Leslie broke her camera, and I also had my stove completely give out on me. End of the trail, back to Big Creek Camp. Like I said, I'm going to call it 38 miles for myself. My feet are in really good shape. No blisters. Oh, that's cool. Beautiful day. Now, it feels kind of cool to get out on Saturday, you know? Like I said, despite all the equipment breakdowns, and despite the weather, we spent one night, first night up on Mount Sterling, windy and cold. No water. Second night, Mt Guyot. Windy, cold, rained like heck. Oh God, it rained a lot. All our tents leaked. Kind of got the foot box a little bit wet, but in the end, everything was pretty good. So here we go. There's the trail, Big Creek Trail. Okay. So now I'm going to go to the car and dry out. And gee, I might even drink a beer.